The SAG Awards on Netflix just ended here a few minutes ago, and for a lot of people, this isn't going to be the biggest award show, but if you're somebody who follows the Oscars and just general award season, this is one of the most prestigious award shows you have during the year. The SAG Awards, or the Screen Actor Guild Awards, is basically all of the actors coming together and voting on who they feel is the best in both television and movies throughout the whole entire year. And I have to say, there's a lot of good that comes from this year. There's a lot of, I think, boring that comes from this year, but I think there's a lot to talk about, both in television and movies. But it's Oscar season. I think we're going to have to start off the bat with what do the SAG Awards mean for the Oscars. So right off the bat, we finally have a two-horse race in industry votes that went through. Lily Gladstone was able to take home Best Actress and give a pretty decent speech overall for it. Now, for a lot of people, they're champion Killers of the Flower Moon. The win for Lily Gladstone means a lot for the Native American community, and she delivers quite a great performance in that movie. But until now, it was Emma Stone running away with these awards, whether it be Critics' Choice or the BAFTAs. She is still probably the frontrunner for a lot of people come Oscar, but her and Lily are going to be going head to head, mano a mano. And it even feels weird saying mano a mano, just amazing performance by a woman versus amazing performance by a woman for Best Actress in a couple of weeks. Now, could this also mean if there's two people going at it, somebody else like Sandra Hüller can slip in? I don't think so fully, but it was exciting to see Lily win this award. You can tell it meant a lot for her. I know it means a lot for a lot of people out there. And it's a great opportunity for her during Oscar voting period, where Emma Stone, a previous Oscar winner, is having some momentum shift. We'll see what happens in 2 weeks, but we have a race. Now, for the other three acting categories for the Oscars, the race might have got shut tonight. Cillian Murphy won for Best Actor in a not surprising win, but a lot of people picked Giamatti as this was his best chance pre-Oscars to have a shot at Cillian. But Cillian won both at BAFTA and SAG, BAFTA being the British Oscars. He gave a pretty decent speech overall tonight, too. And I just think that he is now going to be what most people consider a lock for Best Actor in 2 weeks. In the supporting categories, no surprise. I think everybody has had penciled in Robert Downey Jr. for supporting actor and Divine Joy Randolph for supporting actress. And no shocks, they won the night. Neither of them delivered the best speeches in the world, probably because I think there's so much of a lock that people are just waiting to give their speeches come Oscar night. I mean, they've given great speeches throughout the whole entire award ceremony. They've been winning every award, so I have to imagine the material is getting a little bit combed over, but they both take home the actor awards for Best Supporting Actor and Actress. And as far as the Best Ensemble Cast, it went to Oppenheimer. Best Ensemble Cast, which the 5 nominees were Color Purple, American Fiction, Killers of the Flower Moon, Barbie, and Oppenheimer. This is kind of their equivalent to Best Picture at the SAG Awards, and it ended up going to Oppenheimer. And Oppenheimer, whether it won at BAFTA, it's now winning the SAG Award here. It's winning most of the Guild Awards, if not all of the Guild Awards. There's a very great chance that Oppenheimer is going to be having a huge night in 2 weeks and will likely take home Best Picture for Christopher Nolan, as well as many other categories. Looking at the TV side of stuff, this is where we had kind of our bigger surprises. Pedro Pascal gave probably one of the most memorable, funny speeches. Wasn't like overall great, but he won for Best Actor in a leading role not even Best Actor in a leading role. The SAG Awards don't separate supporting and lead roles for television, so he just won Best Actor in a drama series. And you can tell in a category with 3 Succession actors, he thought he wasn't going to win because this is exactly how he acted.
This is wrong for a number of reasons. I'm a little drunk. I thought I could get drunk. Geez, Louise. Thank you so much! The nominees, all of you, I can't remember any of your names right now. I'm gonna have a panic attack and I'm gonna leave.
Now, this is probably the biggest win the video game community has seen at a prestige award show. Definitely one of the biggest ones since Arcane won for Best animated show at the Emmys about 3 years ago. Pedro Pascal as Joel delivered a great performance, and while Succession ended up taking home the Best Ensemble Cast for Drama Series, it didn't win either of the actor-actress categories. And again, kind of like Pedro Pascal, Elizabeth Debicki, who played a more supporting role as Princess Diana in The Crown, took home Best Actress in a Drama Series. And you can tell on her face, she was like, wait, they didn't say Sarah Snook? Okay, I guess I'm going up to accept this award. And she gave a great speech. And you got had that moment where you can see she takes off her like shoes when she walks up. Again, you can tell any of these acting categories with drama, nobody was expecting to win versus people like Matthew McFadden or Kieran Culkin or Sarah Snook, but both acting categories went to non-Succession people, which I made me wonder if Succession was going to win Best Ensemble Cast, but it did end up winning Best Ensemble Cast, and I think a lot of people that's deserved for its final season. Its cast was loaded throughout and had really great chemistry, but those were probably the two biggest surprises of the night. Outside of that in TV, you had Beef win the awards for limited series with Ali Wong and Stephen Young. You had The Bear win both actor, actress, and the ensemble series for the comedy side, with Jeremy Strong and Io winning for actress. Now, I did wonder if Ebok, had a chance, cause in the actor category, but it did go to Jeremy Strong. And overall, what we saw for most of the award season in television ended up being true outside of the best actor and actress for drama category. Now, my overall thoughts of the show, well, I think the best part of the show was Barbara Streisand accepting her lifetime achievement. It's definitely a speech I think is worth going there and watching, and even Bradley Cooper and Jennifer Anderson before it presenting it to her, I just think was really powerful and good overall, and it makes people realize how legendary and amazing Barbara Streisand is, whether it be acting, whether it be singing, and how long she's been in this industry. A lot of people, probably like me, probably met her in Meet the Fockers, but she is such a tremendous person in the whole entire world of Hollywood, in the world of TV, movies, and acting, producing, directing. And her speech was just really, really well done, and something that I think a lot of people can take, whether it be an actor or anybody in life. It just felt very inspirational. And Barbara Streisand, this is the most memorable thing for me tonight when it comes to speeches, outside of maybe Pedro Pascal saying he's drunk and he's going to have a panic attack.
But this is such a wonderful award to get because you know in advance you're going to get it. And you don't have to sit there and squirm like I remember, wondering if you're going to get it, you're not going to get it. And if you don't get it, you have to put on, such a happy face. I'm so happy to lose.
Now, in other notes, I wasn't the biggest fan of Fran coming out, the head of SAG-AFTRA, in the middle of the awards show. Now, this is very much a union show per se, and I understand talking, up the union, but it felt like she was giving a political campaign speech. I don't know if SAG-AFTRA is voting for presidency or any of their leadership positions, but Fran definitely gave a speech that I was like, is she running for president of the U.S.? But I don't think she'd be as like a great choice, but we know who the two other options are right now, so. But it was very weird. It was very out of place in this award show. On a more positive note, it being on Netflix allowed for a few different things. One, actors were acting more casually. Language wasn't very over-the-top adult, but in cases, it worked very well with it. I also think that Netflix not having commercials allowed for you not to have to just be overloaded with commercial break. They actually did a pretty cool thing, which they had a presenter out doing interviews with winners of the awards and stuff in between, different nominees and stuff, where you would see a normal commercial break. And I think that worked very well because for people like Pedro Pascal, even Jeremy Strong and some other people who you got to see, they gave a lot more of a connective speech and connective dialogue in this interview than what you got in the actual speech itself. And it's something that I really did enjoy, and I wish the Oscars and other award seasons, shows didn't have to be ad heavy, but they have to pay for themselves. A lot of people watch, and the reason why this isn't ad heavy is because Netflix paid the money up front. But I really did enjoy not having ads, and I really did enjoy the backstage interviews with the winners and getting a more kind of personalized discussion with them. But overall, when it comes to Oscar season, the main takeaways are Oppenheimer is in the lead for Best Picture. Your Best Actor, Best Supporting Actor, and Best Supporting Actress races are pretty much sewn up for Cillian Murphy, Robert Downey Jr., and Divine Joy Randolph. And we have a 2-horse race in acting for Best Actress, Stone v. Gladstone.